Michelle.
girl,
I'm ready to go.
how you feeling?
Eurovision fam, are you ready for the show? Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle. I am so excited today because I am going to be joined by the lead vocalist from Vesna. Yes, it's the band that's representing Czechia. Yeah, this year at Eurovision 2023. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today.
Thank you. Hi, guys.
So, I mean, I have to kind of take it all the way back. Take it all the way back. So, when you were growing up, like, did you have Eurovision, kind of in your life? Do you like remember your first Eurovision memory at all?
I remember my parents watching Eurovision on TV, but I have to say that in Czech Republic, it's still kind of like a fresh contest because um, I think that we were part of the contest for I don't know maybe 8 times or something like that. So we're still kind of fresh in the whole Eurovision family.
So, when you were growing up, I mean, you're a vocalist. What kind of music were you listening to? Did you kind of dream of being a singer or growing, or was this like a new thing where it's like, oh, I can do this? Maybe
Uh-huh.
I'll do this.
So my grandmother, she always tells me a story that when she asked me what I want to be when I grow up, I answered a president. I don't remember it anymore though. So I think the dream of becoming a singer came with me being a teenager and reading magazines about where there were posters of Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, and like the whole world was watching these two, like which one of them is going to be more popular. So I I remember at that time I was like, wow, it's I would love to be a singer, and that was also a time when I started writing my own songs, but it took a couple of years to really decide to make it my career choice.
So I know you've made some music, like as a solo artist. I used to be a Greek mythology kind of like nerd. But of course, when I heard the name Vesna, I was like, oh, wait. So, like, why the name Vesna for the group and the unit?
The first song that I have written with a little bit of this Slavic tone or vibes was called Vesna, which in Czech means the goddess of spring, or sometimes in poetic language, in the poems, you can find Vesna being used for spring. So uh, with this first song, the whole idea of creating more music that would be inspired by this mystical and mythological world was created. So it kind of stuck with the stuck to the band, and it stayed until now.
So the song that you're bringing to Eurovision is called My Sister's Crown. And I mean, I don't think it's a difficult song to understand. I think people can sort of pick up on what you're exactly trying to say on the stage. But what was the process like for creating the song? Were you thinking, hey, maybe we'll do this and try and submit it for Eurovision? Or did it sort of start as a, kind of a like a project that it was like, okay, we'll just put this on the album and see where it goes.
Hmm. Well, the process was very conscious. I was trying to imagine the stage, and I was just thinking about, because we've been together in the band for about 5 years, and so we were thinking, okay, let's try to submit our song to Eurovision, and what could we say as women? What could we say as a band that comes from different cultures and different countries? What could we say as a whole? what has what has a meaning, or which message can we share with the world if we have 3 minutes to talk to the world. So it was a very conscious process, and um, the the older I get, the more visual I get with my songwriting process. So sometimes I just see a symbol, and the symbol attracts me in a way, like you were talking about, being a fan of Greek mythology. It somehow interests you, and you can't really describe 100% what it is that you love about it. So the same is was with the symbol of crown. I just my mind kept going to it again and again, and I wanted the crown, like I wanted everyone to have the chance to put the crown on their head and to feel empowered.
No, that's wonderful. I love you kind of talking about how you're playing on the visuals. And I mean, the music video definitely was striking. There was a clear point of view and sort of vision with that music video. And so now when you're thinking about Eurovision, is are you kind of thinking a little bit different? I mean, because music video is a music video. But are there themes that you feel like you want to make sure you play with in the actual live performance?
There are definitely some elements that we want to use for the performance as well, but every I would say that everything we release has it's different media. So when we want to um, like share a message through a music video, or through a costume, or through a song, or through an interview, it's always you choose a different way to spread the same message. So definitely for the big stage, we will be trying to think freely, and to take the whole stage design into the process as well.
See, that's one of the things that I think is amazing about Eurovision. It's about the song, but it's also about how you decide to bring the song to life on the
Mhm.
stage. And so with that,
Yeah, it's definitely a show, not just it's not just about the song, it's about the show as well.
yeah. So with that said, I ask folks this question. And so it's still like we don't have all the songs for Eurovision 2023. So I'll let you tap into the large catalog of Eurovision songs. But I do think you all have a very particular sound and energy that you can bring to a song. If you could steal another song maybe that has competed at Eurovision before, or maybe a song that you heard that's competing this year, and put like the Vesna spin or remix on,
Mm.
what song would it be?
So in the band, we all have our different favorites. For me, it would be Amanda Tenenfjord from last year, and her song "Die Together." I I have trouble finishing listening to the song because I have goosebumps all over my body, and I just love the vocoder, the effect on the voices. So yeah, and I'm a fan of Scandinavian mu- music, and I know that she has worked with some people from Scandinavia on the song. So yeah, I really like the song.
Yeah, Scandinavian production is it's you can hear it. It's
Yeah,
something
that's
about it.
that's
You
the
can
same
really
thing. Like,
hear it.
thank you for mentioning that you think there is some specific sound to our song, and actually, I was kind of inspired by the Scandinavian scene, because you can hear that it's like really modern, it's very well produced, but still there's something which is specific for the country, or for the region, for the culture. So Yeah, it was. I was inspired by their approach.
Yeah, I think the next thing is, is there a song, maybe not a Eurovision song, but like just a song out there in the world that's currently stuck in your head other than your own song?
It's so funny that you're asking this, but when we released the song, it immediately became uh, trending on YouTube, but we could not hit number one because there was Miley Cyrus. But I was telling everybody, hey, her song is so great, and the meaning of the song too. So currently, it's definitely one of the songs that is stuck in my head.
I will say you're probably not alone with that. I think that song was following me around for a while, and I think it was following me before I even knew that it was like a Miley Cyrus song, and then I got on TikTok and I was like, "Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
a Miley Cyrus song, Flowers. Got it." Well, I was also gonna just ask. I'm sort of asking some folks some random questions, and I think for you it might be fun because you seem to possibly be multilingual. A lot of European folks are. But what language do you like the sound of, even though you don't know how to speak it?
Hmm. So I really like French. Um, and I know I have sang some French songs, so I can imitate that I'm speaking French, but I have no idea what the words are saying. Um, I wonder which other language. I love Spanish, but I can speak some Spanish, so I don't know if that counts. And hmm. Yeah, I can't think of anything right now.
Well, you're not alone. I think French might be in the lead right now as the answer that most people have given. Well, I have to close out with one really big question. So, me as an American Eurovision
Mhm.
fan, this is the first time our voices are actually going to possibly be heard. Not a lot, not a big margin, but I think just cool for it to be reflected because they're now having a global vote. So, there will be a way for folks not in Europe to vote, make their voices heard, and then we will see what the 12 points,
Hmm.
from the global vote will be. What do you kind of think of this new change that the EBU has made to like allow folks who are not in the mix per se have the opportunity to speak up and say, "Ooh, I like this song."
I think it's so great because especially with music, it's not the same like with sports, and I think music should be shared, and even though it is a contest, there can I just don't see a competition and music going well together. So as many people as can join the show, the better, because Eurovision has a very intense fandom in the best possible way. So why not making the family bigger, and inviting everyone into the decision making process, and so that they can express how they feel about the music. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Patrice. Yes, we are united by music.
Yeah.
United by music. Well, thank you so much. So many people will be rooting for you on the stage.
Thank you so much for the interview, and bye from Prague, and bye from my home.